I'm Brandon Mothershed, and I'm here to talk about the service that I received from FiberCare. I noticed probably about 3 days ago that my floors had started receiving like a pet odor smell of urine, and my dogs had been going to the bathroom. And I had been using Nature's Miracle to try and clean up the messes, and it wasn't working. I would put it in, I would soak it, nothing would happen, and it started getting worse and worse, and I could actually see some spots on the floor. So the first thing I did was I got on Google and I looked up carpet cleaning places on Google, and there were a couple different companies, but the one that caught my eye was FiberCare because they had a website and I wanted to see what they could offer and what their expertise was in the matter. So I got on their website and I started reviewing the testimonials because I'm one of those type of people that go on to Amazon.com and I go through the reviews before I purchase anything. I'm one of those type of people that like to make sure what I'm buying. So I got online, read the testimonials. It was amazing. There were a lot of people said there were a lot of good things about the company. They're very professional. They come to your house. They make you feel comfortable, which was one of the most important things for me because it's very embarrassing to have pet odor inside your house. I mean, I do my best to take care of it, but I can't watch my dogs 24/7, especially on my work, and that's where the problem started, was when I was at work. So what I did was I called them up and I asked them if I could get a quote online. And before we even talked about the money issue, we went through the process of what they're going to do and how they're going to go about doing it. And the gentlemen were very professional. They explained to me what they were going to do, why they were going to do it, and how they were going to do it. As to where when I've called a couple other companies prior to when I lived in an apartment, and it was nothing like that. They came in, they would clean the pet odor up, because I did have it happen before because I had ferrets, but it only lasted for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, the smell, and then it would come back. It was very, very difficult. But they would explain the situation to me, and they told me they were going to send somebody over the next day. They sent a gentleman over the next day. He came over, and he brought a couple instruments with me to check the floor to find out where the urine was at, which is pretty crazy because it was a different technique. He used a metal rod that it sent electricity to the ground and could tell where the areas of the carpet were wet, and that's where you knew where the urine was at. And then he took a black light, and he came over at night so he could use the black light and show me what was wrong. And it was undeniable proof. It was a lot worse than what I had thought. I thought it was small areas. No. I have 3 Chihuahuas. They're about 4 pounds, 6 pounds, and 7 pounds, and they go in small spots, and you can't really see it. About 10 minutes, it blends into the carpet. And I was pretty shocked. I had a lot of spots that needed work. So what had happened was he then gave me a quote, and we set up a date. He came over the next day, and the product is amazing. I'm looking at the effort they put into it. They talked to me about everything as they were doing it, and they made me understand what is exactly being done. They just didn't come in and do it. And knowledge is definitely power. You know what to expect and what to do. They fixed 3 rooms. They fixed my living room, my upstairs right as you come up the stairs, and my bedroom. And it is unbelievable, the difference. The smell, I mean, you could smell it when they first poured water on it. That's one of the first processes. They put water on it, and you could smell the urine coming up. They cleaned that up, and then they put their solvents on, and it smells amazing, amazing. All I can say is that I would highly recommend them, and I'm going to anybody that I know. I wouldn't go to anybody else. Remember, you could go with a cheaper company, but you're not going to get what you pay for. It's like anything else in life. I mean, I think the amount that I paid for it was well worth it, 100%. And if you're looking for a company that's going to come in and do it the right way, professionally, be on time, and clean up everything after they're done, this is definitely the way to go. I would highly recommend it. Definitely.